You know, folks, we spend so much time taking care of others, our families, our jobs, our responsibilities, that sometimes we forget the most important person, ourselves. And let me tell you something, neglecting yourself is not a badge of honor. It's a recipe for disaster. It's like driving your car without ever changing the oil. Sooner or later, it's going to catch up with you. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the warning signs of self-neglect. We're going to talk about the things you might be overlooking and why it's crucial to pay attention. This isn't about being selfish, it's about self-preservation. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't live a full life if you're running on fumes. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to get real honest about self-neglect. We're starting with the basics, folks. Hygiene. Look, I get it. Life gets busy. You're running around like a chicken with its head cut off. But when was the last time you took a good, long look in the mirror? And I'm not talking about checking for wrinkles or grey hairs. I'm talking about really assessing your hygiene habits. Are you showering regularly, brushing your teeth, washing your hair? These might seem like small things, but they're not. Neglecting your hygiene isn't just about appearances. It can have serious health consequences. Think about it. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it's a breeding ground for bacteria if you're not keeping it clean. Plus, poor hygiene can lead to infections, dental problems, and a whole host of other issues you don't want to deal with. Let's talk about the fundamental needs, the non-negotiables: food, clothing, and shelter. If you're struggling to meet these basic needs, you're in a dangerous place, my friend. And let me be crystal clear, there's no shame in asking for help. If you're having trouble putting food on the table, reach out to a local food bank or charity. There are resources available, but you have to be willing to ask. The same goes for clothing and shelter. If you're wearing dirty clothes because you can't afford laundry, or if you're living in an unsafe or unstable environment, please know that you're not alone, and there are people who want to help. Don't let pride or fear stop you from reaching out. Now, let's talk about what you're putting into your body. Are you eating enough? And I'm not talking about just any food, but nutritious, whole foods that give your body the fuel it needs to function properly. Malnutrition is a serious issue, and it can sneak up on you. You might think it only happens in developing countries, but that's not true. It can happen right here in our own backyards. Pay attention to the signs: fatigue, dizziness, unexplained weight loss, pale skin, brittle nails. These are all red flags that something's not right. And don't even get me started on dehydration. Water is essential for life, folks. Are you drinking enough? If you're constantly thirsty, have dry mouth, or are experiencing headaches, those are telltale signs that you're not getting enough fluids. Let's be honest, folks. A messy house is one thing, but when was the last time you really cleaned your living space? I'm talking about a deep clean, scrubbing the floors, wiping down the counters, washing the dishes, the whole 9 yards. A cluttered and unsanitary environment can be a breeding ground for germs and bacteria, which can lead to a whole host of health problems. Think about it: mold, mildew, dust mites. These are all things that can trigger allergies, asthma, and other respiratory issues. And if you're living with pests, well, that's a whole other can of worms. It's time to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Create a cleaning schedule and stick to it. Maintaining a safe and healthy living environment goes beyond just basic cleaning. It's about taking care of the things that keep your home running smoothly and safely. When was the last time you checked your smoke detectors? Do you have a fire extinguisher handy? Are your appliances in good working order? These might seem like small things, but they can be the difference between life and death in an emergency. Don't wait until it's too late. Inspect your home regularly, and don't be afraid to call in a professional if you need help with repairs or maintenance. Now, let's talk about a difficult topic: hoarding. Hoarding is more than just having a messy house. It's a serious mental health disorder that can have devastating consequences. If you or someone you know is struggling with hoarding, it's crucial to seek professional help. A therapist can help you understand the underlying causes of hoarding and develop strategies for overcoming it. Remember, there's no shame in asking for help. Recovery is possible, but it takes courage, commitment, and a willingness to change. Look, I'm going to level with you. Self-neglect is a slippery slope. It starts small, maybe you skip a shower or two, let the dishes pile up or put off going to the doctor. But over time, these little things add up, and before you know it, you're in over your head. But here's the good news. It's never too late to turn things around. You deserve to take care of yourself. You deserve to be healthy and happy. And it all starts with making yourself a priority. So, what are you waiting for? Take that first step today. You won't regret it.